Hello, this is Glenn Nielsen, the financial ref, and I'm here to blow the whistle on your finances. And today I'm going to blow the whistle on perseverance. See, perseverance is essential in your success. Whether it be success in business, whether it be success in getting control of your finances, getting out of debt, you need that perseverance. Let me tell you the story of J.K. Rowling. Now, you may say, that name sounds very, very familiar. And it should. You see, she was the author of the Harry Potter series. You say, oh, well, she didn't have to worry about anything, man. She probably had the life of Riley. Didn't have to have any problems. Well, that's where I gotta go blow the whistle on that misconception, because unfortunately for her, soon after she started writing the Harry Potter book, she was devastated because her mom died. It's very close to her mom, and it just literally devastated her. And she stopped writing and went into a deep depression. So then she went to Portugal for a year to try to get out of that depression and teach English. Well, and her thinking was, well, I'll get out of depression and then I'll get back to writing again. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. She had a failed marriage and she had a baby daughter that she had to raise on her own. But she persevered. She kept on writing and kept on writing. And then she finally wrote the first 3 chapters of Harry Potter. I would imagine, very excited about that. And she sent it off to publishers. She got rejection letters. Another rejection letter. Another rejection letter. 12 rejection letters in total. So 12 publishers said no to her. There's a technical foul. Oops. Can you say oops? I'm sure they're saying oops. But then Bloomsbury Publishing actually read it. But the funny part about that is that the editor's 8-year-old daughter read it as well and loved it and said, oh, I want to keep reading this. What happens? What happens? So they told her, we'll publish it, but you better get a day job because there's no way you're going to make money writing children's books. Boy, were they wrong. So, and over $400 million in book sales alone. I bet they're happy that they were wrong about saying that, oh, she'll never make money. And then when the movie came out, the Harry Potter movie, the first one, it made $476 million in ticket sales on opening weekend, the first weekend alone. And she became the first female to become a billionaire author. She persevered. She was going through a hard time. I can only imagine what she was thinking. But she persevered, and she became successful. Let me tell you a story of another man by the name of Jack Canfield. You may recognize the name. If you don't, you definitely will recognize the name of his book. You know, The Chicken Soup for the Soul. Well, he actually co-authored the book with Bart Victor Hansen. And they had this vision of writing this book to inspire people. And unfortunately, they went rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection. 144 different publishers said, no, you're crazy. That book will never sell. There's no way we're going to publish your book. Technical foul there. Oops. Big oops. But then when they finally got a publisher that said, yeah, we'll publish it for you, the 145th publisher, he actually said to Jack, and it's funny because when I met him, he told me this story. He said, Glenn, it's funny now because he said, we'll be lucky to sell 20,000 books, and I'll be happy with that. And then Jack told him, kind of looked at him and said, well, actually, my goal is to sell 1.5 million copies in the first 18 months. And of course, this publisher just laughed at him and said, yeah, okay, whatever, Jack. Well, guess what? Now he's laughing on his own private jet because 123 million copies just in North America alone later that was sold, and over 500 million copies sold worldwide. Perseverance. He persevered through that. Went through all those no's, all those rejections. And he said how there were times that he wanted to give up and he was close to giving up. He said, but Glenn, I shudder to think what would have happened if I would have stopped at the 100th no. Wow. Because not only did it change his life, but that book and that series, for that matter, has changed many lives. There's another man by the name of Colonel Sanders. You may know Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now it's called KFC. At age 65, most people, they're just going to retire and just kind of sit in the rocking chair. Not him. He gets in his car and he goes out and he said, I have the best chicken recipe. And everyone needs to get this. And everyone needs to start using my chicken recipe. Well, unfortunately for him, 1,009 people said, no way. No. Don't like your chicken. Don't like your chicken recipe. Nope. No. Technical foul. Oops. On the 1,010th person that he approached, they said yes. And of course, the rest, as they say, is history. At age 65, and he kept on going. He persevered through it. Oops, sorry about that. So I say, well, that's nice for them. I'm not anyone special. They're celebrities. Let me tell you about my story. If you haven't heard it already. About 20 years ago or so, give or take, I was deep in debt, downward spiral. Didn't know what I was going to do. And then finally, I manned up, if you will, and started the journey of getting out of debt. And I persevered through all that. And then 4 years later, after that, I became debt-free. Because I persevered through all the self-doubt. I persevered through all the fear. And just the feeling of not deserving, I'm no one special, I can't do it. And if that's the case, maybe you think, oh yeah, but that's you too. I'm not special. I don't have any kind of special powers. Then you need to contact Anita Myers. Let me tell you about Anita Myers. She makes superheroes. Look her up on her Facebook, Anita Myers. Better yet, join her Facebook group, Mind Power Masters. building superheroes. You see, she's going to turn you into a superhero where you will believe that you can achieve whatever you want and that you are a superhero and you will persevere through all the problems. And with those superhero powers that she's going to get for you, you will definitely be able to persevere. So I urge you to continue to move forward, persevere. Subscribe, by the way, to my YouTube channel. And actually, you could even join my Facebook group, Winning the Money Game with the Financial Ref, for more tidbits and helpful hints on how you can not only work with the Financial Ref, but more importantly, learn how to get control of your finances today. I'll see you at the top.